Hey, cheers. It's Wine Wednesday, and we're going to be chatting Canadian wine, including a sneak peek at our next winery discovery, taking us all the way to Summerland, BC, right in our neck of the woods. Hey, Carl Boucher.
Right up here, 5 minutes from our office here. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, it's Wednesday. It's 5 o'clock Pacific. It's time to sit back, pour a glass of Canadian wine, relax, and enjoy your time with Carl Boucher, Mira Boucher. Mira, how are you doing?
Great. How are you doing, Carl
I
Boucher?
mean, I'm doing fantastic. This is from yesterday. I kept that. I wrapped it in cellophane because this bottle means a lot to me. Means a lot because you savored that just like an absolute pro live to celebrate an incredible milestone of ours. You savor that with this little tiny knife here, just like an amazing pro. Yesterday we were celebrating our 5 year anniversary of Carl's Wine Club, and we did an hour show just to celebrate that. We drew a $3,000 prize live, and yeah, it was an incredible show, and I saved that bottle because I wanted to pour another glass of it today. Here we are. So welcome. It's Wednesday. We're going to talk Summerland wines together. And we're also going to talk Lincoln Lake Shore at the very end of the show. So tell me, how are you doing today, Mira?
Pretty good. It was a very tough day. Lots of fires and things over the last few days to put out, but it's Wine Wednesday, so I can't complain anymore.
I mean, I think it's been a trend in the last 5 years. Doesn't matter how bad our day goes. Doesn't matter how difficult. Doesn't matter how roller coaster it is. And you really often remind me that. It's usually on my side. I get like, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock. Come on, Carl, let's go. Let's get ready. It's going to be so much fun. It's Wednesday. I can't account
Yeah.
how many times you did that to me over the last 5 years. And yes, it's Wine Wednesday. Now I have a glass of Quarry Road Vineyard 2016. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 bottles of luminescence wines in front of me. You have something pretty darn delicious in your glass. And we're spending the next hour with our amazing members from all over the country. So you know what? Doesn't matter what happened today. It's Wine Wednesday. Let's have fun for the next hour or so because, as you know, sometimes they go over. So, yeah. I love that. I love that. And it's still so creamy. Mm, 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 mm. I have to say, this is better today than it was yesterday. So, here we are, Mira. I might have to have you here downstairs. I believe that maybe our internet connection might be better. I know we've been struggling pretty hard with our internet right now in the last couple of days here in Summerland and with Canada Day and the holiday. Our internet provider was pretty hard to reach, and I think we are going to have something's fixed tomorrow. But hey, we are here. I'm here with you. I think Mira is probably trying something different right now, or maybe she's going to join me down here. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? My only issue here, I do not see the comments on my screen. Mira is my usual backbone and tells me a little bit and show the comments on the screen, but even if I don't have your comments right there in front of me, I want to know who's tuning in tonight, because it seems like it's pretty busy over the platforms here. So who's tuning in tonight? Where are you tuning from? And what's in your glass? That's the most important thing. What's in your glass? I want to know, because right now, just like I said, 7 years on lease. This is my 2016 Quarry Road Blanc de Blanc Sparkling from Taw's Vineyard. Incredibly creamy today. Oh my God, this is so freaking good. 93 points, Carl's Wine Club. So yeah, let me know in the comments where you're at and what's in your glass. I want to see if what you guys are tasting today. What's a great bottle of Chardonnay? What great bottle of Canadian wines have been opened across Carl's Wine Club members? So I want to bring your attention to our next winery feature that we are going to release in the next 24 hours. It is Lunescence Winery out of Summerland, BC, right here in the Okanagan, in our backyard in Summerland. I mean, this is a really exciting winery. This is a winery that probably has the most beautiful view in the Okanagan, perched at the top of Giant's Head Mountain, overseeing the Okanagan Lake, one of the most beautiful tasting room in the region. So if you don't have the chance to come and visit, you will have the chance to taste their delicious creation over the next week or so, because we are putting together a 9-bottle discovery pack. So 6-bottle discovery pack plus a 3 bottles collector pack, including a Petit Verdot, a Cab Franc. We have a Albarino, a Pinot Blanc, Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, the Riesling, which is absolutely off the chart, that we tasted with some of our members yesterday here at the house. We hosted a few of our friends for Canada Day, and the Riesling was a big standout. So yeah, I'm gonna taste a few, also a Gamay. So I have we're going to taste some wines live together. We're going to go through all of these wines, some of these cores, and we're going to release that offer in the next 24 hours. So it's really, really, really exciting. I love more and more Summerland fruits. I love more and more Summerland wineries after featuring Solvero, and a huge success with Solvero in April, with some of the very best wine we've tasted this year. But also, we brought with us in Niagara for the Pan Canadian, we had a Chardonnay from the Garnet Valley Ranch, which was an absolute standout of the Pan Canadian, extremely surprising at $35, like showcase amazingly. So now it's time for Lunescence. Lunescence is one of the winery that we feature early on in Carl's Wine Club. We had an offer, I would say probably in 2021 with Lunescence. Some of people really like the Chardonnays, and they have some pretty good rosé at that time. They went through some changes, new winemaker and all that, but oh my God, some of their estate fruits, it's like the Riesling. The Riesling has been a standout. Also the field white, which is a blend of Riesling and Gewürztraminer. But now they are sourcing some of they have some of the estate Pinot Blanc, which is absolutely spectacular. And I cannot wait to taste their 100% Petit Verdot sourced from one of their grower partner in the south of the valley. And I will tell you right now where. I think it is, from Osoyoos. That's what I was thinking. I can't wait to taste that. So stay tuned, because 100% Petit Verdot from Lunescence will be tasted a little later on. We'll review also their Cab Franc and stuff like that. Now I'm gonna have to dump. So by the way, okay, here. That's my last sip of toss for the show because I'm gonna have to focus. But if you guys want to see, I will show you here. Okay, this is my table. I have here. This is my luminescence workshop right now. Okay, so yeah, my luminescence workshop with here the Petit Verdot, the Gamay, the Pinot Noir Estate, right? Um, Here you go, the Cap Franc. Haven't tasted this one yet. And here, that's one of the standout of my Washington, crafted in BC tasting a few months ago. The Albarino that was sourced from, I believe, it's from the Columbia Valley appellation after the disastrous freeze that we had here. So yeah, and I have also this here beautiful rosé that we tasted yesterday as well. One of my standout of my tasting yesterday was the 100% Pinot Blanc. Here, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It's not 100%, 89% Pinot Blanc and 11% Semillon. And the Semillon was actually fermented and aged in barrel. So give some creaminess, some texture, some layers, some complexity, and all that. And this is always been one of the standout at Lunescence. And I think I am tempted to go with 93 points with that Riesling. Absolutely off the chart. One of the very best BC Riesling that I've tasted recently. So yeah. So first and foremost, the Taw's pack is still available until tonight. So at the end, when Lunescence flips on, Taw's is done. So if you were thinking about Taw's, I mean, it's time. It's on the list on the email that you just received. Look at the bottom, but there's some 93 points at 92 plus at $22. There's some incredibly well-priced wine in that Taw's feature, and this sparkling, incredibly beautiful. Mm, 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 mm. I just cut my arm with the saber bottle. Huh. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on here. Let's move on. I'm done with the Taw's now. So good. I would like to start with the Albarino. I believe I rated that wine already in April when I did the crafted in BC wine, like I mentioned. I believe that it was one of my my standout of the tasting, and if my research is my loved one, like Mira, and I'm not sure if Mira can hear me, or if she's around. But Mira, if you can hear me, if you can research what's the score that I gave to that Albarino when we did the crafted in BC wine, will be absolutely great. I would love to know and tell our people the scores already, but it's definitely a 91 points or better. I'm not sure. It's fruity. It's soft. It's orchard fruit. There's a beautiful frame of acidity in that. And like I said, 100% Albarino from the Columbia Valley, because it's one of the couple hundred wines were made from BC because we didn't have any fruit. So this is the special project exclusively from the 2024 vintage, where our producer were allowed to bring fruits from Oregon or Washington states to round up their portfolio. So the Albarino, the small lot series, there were, let me tell you here, fermented in neutral oak, aged for 4 months in the same, a certain, I think half and half were in neutral and the other one in stainless steel. 12.2% alcohol, so it's crisp, it's bright, it's not heavy, but it's textural. This Albarino is so much fun to taste, especially with the group. It creates a lot of conversation and a lot of curiosity. I love that. So that's for the Albarino. And I will go straight with the second wine from the Crafted in BC program. This one is not from Washington State, but from Oregon. It was sourced from a single vineyard, also the same source where Solvero sourced their Pinot Noir for their rosé in 2024. So there was a collaboration here in sourcing the grapes between Solvero and Lunescence, two Summerland wineries helping each other, sourcing some of the best grapes outside of BC in that disastrous 2024 vintage. So same style of the rosé that Solvero produced, Alice and Moyes at Solvero, but here at Lunescence, they have a 50% whole cluster press with 1 hour on skin contact, 4 months, 4 months in neutral oak, and the other half was on stainless steel. So just like the Albarino, a nice blend of crispiness, freshness, but texture. If you like, I think it's kind of the trend here in the white or rosé, and also I saw that also on the other whites of the portfolio, the texture. They're big on texture, not rich and heavy, but I will say probably defined and soft. That's probably how I will describe the Lunescence whites and this specific rosé. 12.3% alcohol. Again, very well managed alcohol level, which bring such a great balance in the wine. Beautiful rosé. There you go. Beautiful rosé. There you go. There you go. There you go. I love that. Sorry, it's just checking here where I'm at with my internet. Hopefully everyone can hear me properly. Hopefully I'm not talking to myself for the past 30 minutes and the next 30 minutes. But anyhow, for people who are tuning in, I'm here tasting Lunescence Winery here in Summerland Bench, Summerland Lakefront, and Garnet Valley Ranch, Garnet Valley appellation. So Summerland had been split in 3 different sub-appellation couple years ago, which made it a big turnaround in the philosophy of not the VQA, but the appellation, the sub-appellation, where now we're starting to see in BC, a little bit like in Niagara, our terroir has been very much better defined, so we can establish some reputation, some benchmark for certain grape varietal, knowing that the terroir are so well defined. In Summerland, were allowed 3 different sub-appellations, which is absolutely fantastic for the future of the BC wine industry. I'm very thrilled, very excited about that. So now, from that Albarino. Now we're going back to previous vintage where BC had fruits and Summerland had fruit, but this is their 100% Pinot Blanc. The Pinot Blanc, no, this is their Pinot Blanc, 89% and 11% of Semillon. These grapes were sourced, the Pinot Blanc from the Summerland bench and the Semillon from Okanagan Falls. Like I mentioned earlier, the Semillon was fermented in oak, bringing some texture, some layers and complexity, and the Pinot Blanc is crisp and fruity. The nose is exceptional. Man, that I love that wine. I was like, yesterday, I was like, yeah, I really like, we had guests over and 12.7% alcohol. Again, I mean, well managed, just enough to lift the structure of the wine, to bring some roundness, to bring enough weight, to make it serious enough, to make it that it can sustain the oak of the Semillon, but also not too high that it doesn't take over and it doesn't become a heavy wine. I just like, it's light on its feet. This wine is dancing. Mm. Mm. I love that. Crisp citrus, but also like orange blossom, nice tartness on the back end, which bring the final of that wine with a nice definition of flavors. Beautiful floral component on the nose between citrus peel, orange flesh, a little bit of tropical, but very little tropical. It's mostly orchard and citrus. I love that little touch of vanilla as well. This wine, it's a 92 points, Carl's Wine Club, maybe 92 plus. Is unique. It's one of the wine that you don't find everywhere, like very small production, first and foremost. Other than that, it's also flavor profile wise, very, I would say, I mean, you don't find great Pinot Blanc all over the place. It's a grape that grows very well here in the Okanagan. I mean, Rob at Black Market Wine Company is making a tremendous Pinot Blanc. We have Intersection, who's been working with Pinot Blanc, but there's not a ton of wineries who work with Pinot Blanc. And this source of fruit, and what I like here, it's not Sauvignon Blanc Semillon, the Bordeaux, the white Bordeaux blend. This is now Pinot Blanc Semillon. What brings it a different perspective? I mean, Pinot Blanc is very different than Sauvignon Blanc. That doesn't have that kiwi, grapefruit aspect. It's more, like I mentioned, on orange and citrus, and a little bit of orchard, like lots of orchard in terms of yellow apple. And the blend of oak for the Semillon bring a seriousness and a complexity on that wine that makes it not only a great food wine, but a serious wine. That I put that in a category of a Chardonnay. I put that in a category of a wine that can be cerebral, that can be like you share that with friends and you're like, holy smokes, this is serious. So yeah, 92 points, Carl's Wine Club. This wine is really, really good. Mm. There you go. So from Pinot Blanc, and I think this feature hit the spot at the right time because we have some very heavy hitter in terms of white wine and rosé. So summer is in the full fold right now. We have a 36 degree day here in the Okanagan. And these wines are absolutely perfectly suited. As the Albarino and the Rosé are a little lighter, a little bit funny, and we get to the Pinot Blanc and the Riesling, they're more serious and complex, but very well summer suited. So yeah, now let's talk about Riesling, because I believe that that terroir in Summerland, up there on the Summerland. Let's see which one. This is estate. Not sure where. Summerland Bench. There you go. That's what I was looking for. I wasn't sure. Summerland, but Summerland Lakefront is more like closer to the lake. And yeah, obviously it makes sense now. Summerland Bench, because they're up the mountain, right on the ridge, overseeing. So let's see what this is. 20 years old vines. This is 100% estate fruit. So this grows at the estate, right at the there you go. Huh? No, there you go. Right on the ridge in Summerland. This is estate fruit. One of the pride of Summerland, of Lunescent. They are really proud of their Riesling. Funny enough, I have a bottle of Riesling Piquette here that I want to taste very soon, just for fun, see the result of that. But this yesterday was probably the standout of the whole afternoon with friends and family while we were tasting on different wines. So at this stage, very like brand new release. It's 2023. Very young Riesling. There's zero kerosene or petrol notes or anything. This is clean, crisp. There's a nice blend of citrus and tropical fruit, because I get some kiwi, I got some passion fruit. I also got some nice key lime in the backbone of that Riesling. I also got some flowery component like jasmine, stuff like that. There's a complexity on that Riesling that make me think, I'm like, this is very different than any Ontario Riesling that were like the classic bench Riesling that we're used to, and now we're just coming off that very classic Taw's Riesling. No, this is a little bit more on the modern style. I would say maybe even closer to Alsatian Riesling than German Riesling. I like the peachy side of it. It's not fruit punch. It's not canned peach, but it's maybe peach closer to the pit in the middle, where you got that little tartness. I love Riesling that way because it keeps that flavor definition. And this is an outstanding Riesling. I absolutely love that. I'll be curious to see how many bottles of that were produced, but it's a very, very, very small percentage. Not sweet at all. I would say we're probably leaning around the 12 gram of residual sugar, which is fairly low for Riesling. Bright acid, so very, very well balanced. I don't see any spikes. There's any residual sugar who trail behind, who bring some candy type of flavor profile. No, it's very well balanced. Mm. I like this. It's serious and complex, but also it's not hard to taste. It's easy. It's quaffable, approachable on the palate, but layers and complexity. I don't know if I make any sense there. This wine has everything, absolutely everything. And again, if Mira can hear me here, I would be curious to have the price point of that Riesling. That's probably just under the $30 mark. This is 93 point Carl's Wine Club. My mouth is absolutely watering right now. I love it more and more every single sip. Geez, that it's good. See, my mouth is watering. Like there's also a stony minerality, which connect with the seriousness of Riesling, especially when we're talking Ontario Riesling. Yes, it's different than the flavor profile of Ontario Riesling, Niagara Riesling, but this has that stony minerality as well, probably because of the terroir up in Summerland as well, which is probably lots of limestone up there. So connecting again with the bench terroir here. Mm. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. So that's it for the white and well, no, that's not it. I mean, I had a Chardonnay. That's the small lot Chardonnay. I opened that wine a week ago. I rated it already. This is 92 points. Let's see. I don't know how it lasted. I haven't put it back in the fridge since I tasted it a week ago. So, hey, no oxide I bought. That's the beauty of the twist gap. So let's talk about it. Summerland Bench, another estate fruit from Lunescence. A tiny batch of like under 100 cases. This wine already earned a 92 points from somewhere, I can't believe, but I found that out over the weekend. But I gave that wine a 92 point. I think it's maybe 91 plus that I gave it. I need to review my note. But yeah, wild ferment, 5 months on lees, all neutral, on 100% neutral French oak. So there's a nice creaminess, but lots of focus, lots of energy, lots of tension in that wine. It's a nervy, very nervy Chardonnay. It's not that plush, rich, creamy type of Chardonnay. It's more of that nervy, zingy, precise type. Totally terroir oriented. And again, the same type of stony minerality that I get in the Riesling shows up in the Chardonnay. So what that tells me, that estate at Lunescence really reflect what we have here. So the Chardonnay will be in the bonus option, I believe. So delicious, 91 plus here with the Chardonnay. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Oh, it's going absolutely rocking. Rocking. I mean, you need to have a little splash of that again because I know how much
the Riesling?
Yeah.
Oh, so is that the ESB Riesling?
Yeah.
So you were asking about the price. It's 27.
27. Yeah. I mean,
So this is like with tax, what is that, about $30?
$30. Yeah. That's what I was.
Something. Yeah.
I mean, I just give it 93 points.
Oh wow.
Absolutely off the chart. Well layered, great complexity, but approachable in the sense that, like, it's quaffable.
Wow, that's very nice.
Isn't it so good and really clean?
I've been really impressed with this round of wines from Lunescence. Like we've always thought they're great wines, but there's a few in here that made me go, "Whoa, that is awesome."
I would say,
yeah.
This is by far the best round of wine we have from Lunescence.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
you were saying something about the Albarino. Was in my glass upstairs?
Yeah.
That is not what I remember it like.
No.
I think it was just bottled when we did the
possible
crafted in BC tasting
possible
in when was that? April, May. I think it was just bottled, and I don't remember it being like that. That is fantastic. I mean, it was all right. It was
fruity.
Yeah.
Peachy. This is, like I was saying earlier, The rosé and the Albarino are more easygoing, fun summer wine. And when you get to the Pinot Blanc, the Riesling, and the Chardonnay, it's much more complex, much more serious wines. Yeah, they are absolutely fantastic. Now,
where you at? Which wine are you on?
now I will do the Gamay. We did taste the Gamay earlier this week. I want to review. I want to revisit that. Clearly, I'm fine, unfiltered. So Gamay Noir, 100% wild ferment, 9 months in neutral oak.
Hand sorted and foot trodden. So you know it's small batch.
Absolutely. So
ferment, spontaneous malolactic fermentation.
So what we have here, it's Summerland Lakefront here. So not estate. Oh, there you go. Not estate on the bench, on the ridge up there, but they're sourcing some fruit close to the lake here in Summerland. So that Gamay, there's not a ton of Gamay out there in BC. But talking with people in Summerland, like talking with people at the Garnet Valley Range, at Haywire, at Solvero, this is a varietal that they're all planting in Summerland.
Yeah, it's growing well in Summerland.
Absolutely.
Albarino, Riesling, and Gamay, says Mike. I agree. Did you know, look at this, on YouTube, YouTube gives our members points when they interact on YouTube. And Mike right now, the average wine enthusiast, is number 1 for the points.
That's freaking fantastic.
You guys, I think is it per event?
Comments or?
I think it's per event, how much you comment, I think.
That is awesome.
Unless it's cumulative.
So this is a very solid Gamay. Very solid. There's also American oak in there. I can taste it. I can taste the spice on the back end, which
sure says 9 months in neutral, French, and American.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go.
There you go.
I'm gonna get a share.
Yes, please. And if you don't mind to give that a toss for me. Now there's a red one. I don't want to stain or bring or deck here. So yeah, solid Gamay. I'm leaning between, I think I'm close to 91. Jeez.
And Daryl, I see the tickets you just got. So I guess the webpage was working. Sorry about that. Internet's gone crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't feel like I'm the only one, but. I stole his Sneek cap and I didn't return it. That's mean, hey?
91 points for that Gamay. Here for you, Mira. I know you're enjoying more and more. This Gamay is spicy. I really love the finish of that Gamay. And also nice mouthfeel. I think that's where the spontaneous malolactic fermentation is coming into been doing it for an hour, so what? So what stands out for me with that Gamay? It's the spice. Wow, almost like chili flakes at the end. Almost chili flakes at the end. Nice. Really awesome. Plum, raspberry, a little bit crushed raspberry, but yeah. So Summerland Lakefront for the Gamay.
Hey, Daryl, I think has to go. He's asking, was there a Chardonnay?
Yes.
Does it have oak? Is probably his next question.
100% neutral oak, fermented.
Neutral, Daryl. Oh,
wild ferment, neutral, no new oak. It's more of a nervy, energetic, Chablis style Chardonnay. Nothing like the plush, rich, heavy Chardonnay. It's a nervy, Chardonnay.
A little less makeup than Daryl is maybe.
I mean, but still very. Let's see how the Pinot Noir has evolved since yesterday.
Pretty spectacular when we tried it, wasn't it?
Last sip of
Gamay. See, I have come and taken my role here to
Yeah.
finish the sips.
Well, it's not only that. We need to know how many glasses in there, right?
For the gamay?
Yeah. I mean, I think
that is a serious gamay. I mean, yeah, I want to know the price point, but definitely a multiple glass gamay. I mean, 3, 4, maybe 5, depending on the context. I imagine that gamay would be spectacular with chocolate.
Yeah.
It's because it gives me milk chocolate vibes.
You know what I want that gammy with? I want that with a brisket.
Oh my god.
Smoked brisket.
Oh my god.
That's what I want with that. That spice at the end and that rich texture. Yes. That's what I want with that gamay. Now we're tasting the Pinot Noir. Really floral, like tons of violet, tons of dry herbs. Yeah, really floral.
Oh, and herbaceous.
Herbaceous, floral, earthy. Oh my God. This has improved since yesterday.
The Mira scale here.
Big time.
So when it improves overnight,
big time.
It's going to age well.
So 2023 Estate Pinot Noir. So we're talking Summerland Bench. Okay, right up on the race. So what the difference here? It's the black label are fruits from outside of the estate, and the white labels are all estate fruits. So we got the Riesling, the Pinot, and the Chardonnay on the white label, and the rest are source fruits, either from Summerland, like the Gamay, or from down south, like we have here with the Cab Franc and the Petit Verdot. So this is a very well-rounded feature. There's so many different, and almost all 100% grape varietal. So I'm super thrilled. I'm so impressed with the quality of these wines. That Pinot Noir 91 plus as well. Geez, that it's good. Different profile. Like I like that, how different with that floral and herbaceousness, but great mouthfeel.
Very nice.
Nice weight, great balance.
Carl Boucher.
Yes.
I think with all my internet problems, I'm not going to blind taste you on anything, but I want to know, what's your workshop here all about? I see like 12 bottles on this side, 3 or 4 on this side. Does that mean these ones you haven't talked about yet?
Yeah, these two, but okay, so now this side I'm going there because I'm full on that side. So at the beginning I have the white and the red.
That's a lot of wine. So
it is a lot of wine.
How many do you have left to talk about?
Just 2.
Just 2.
Just 2.
Which ones?
The Cabernet Franc.
Ooh.
And the Petit Verdot.
Ooh, the Petit Verdot I'm quite interested in. Sorry, there's bugs outside.
That's fine. That's fine.
Truly outside.
Okay, so I haven't tasted that Cab Franc yet. Full bottle. There you go. In the Pinot Noir glass. Why not, right?
Why not? Is it a Pinot glass or a Chard glass? When I got the box from Riddell, it said Chardonnay glass on it.
Which are from the same area, right?
So I guess it can be a Pinot or Chard glass.
Yeah.
Or you can be like this and use my Gabriel glass for everything. Ooh, that's a beauty.
Isn't it?
So that's the Cab Franc?
That's the Cab Franc, baby.
Okay. Cab Franc. Looks like Cab Franc is the first bottle that used a cork. You are correct, Mike. You are so observant. Very good. Very good. The Cab Franc and the Petit Verdot, cork. Everything else under screw cap. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Wow. Holy shit. It might be one of the standout.
Ooh.
sweet fruit,
Mm.
good tannin, good oak presence, tremendous finish,
Mm.
great length. Oh man, fuck,
That's
that's
power.
good,
That is power. That has complexity.
isn't it? 14.1. So
From Osoyos, which is like
yeah, a
it's a
soyuz
desert,
fruit,
right?
a
It's a
soyuz
desert.
fruit. Only 12%. Okay, 100% fermented in oak, 12% new. 12 months of aging in oak as well. Yeah, this wine has richness. Holy smokes. Oh, what are you laughing at?
Well, because Mike right now is number 1 with the points in YouTube. And I said, wow. And Dale says he's not average for nothing. He's the average wine enthusiast, but he's not average for nothing. And he pointed out that those are the first 2 with cork. See? Oh, look, Richard De Silva's on. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is enjoying their summer and some great wines. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Standout Cabernet Franc here.
That is spectacular. It's very nice.
And great structure. The tannin are still like, it's 2021, so 4 years old. This wine is just like in ascending right now. Ascending. It's not new. It's not a baby. It's not stiff. It's loosen up at this point, but still. And, I like wine with tannin. I like the chewiness. It is chewy, but not offensive. There's structure too. I like the acid. This is an absolute standout. We'll have a second 93 points on that. So,
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This kicks ass. Absolutely kicks ass.
It
now,
is. Yeah.
I don't know if
I'm just very excited for that Petit Verdot. I am, especially the underdog, like Petit Verdot. We have some friends who were like, "Oh,
have another sip of that."
Petit Verdot. It's so rough around the edges, but more of a filler grape. But
Hey.
Oh, this is the Pinot.
No,
What is
that's a Cap Franc.
Well, I was just drinking the.
No, that was a Gamay.
No,
that's the Pinot.
What did I have in my hand a second?
That's the Pinot. That's a Cap Franc.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah. There you go. That's the Cap Franc.
That's the Pinot.
That's the Cap Franc.
That's the Cap Franc.
Okay. Ha! Wow. Standout Cap Franc. Probably the highest Cap Franc rated from that I tasted this year. Isn't it?
I get what you're saying now more about the 93 points.
Did you say that?
I was drinking Pinot that whole time. I was good. I don't know if it's 93 points.
No, it's not. 91 for the Pinot. But how freaking outstanding is that?
That's amazing. I do really like that, actually.
Wow. Okay. I'll be curious where in Osoyos if it's anyway, so outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Cap Franc. Now, do this. We'll do this. This is your Cap Franc. Okay. What I'm doing. This. I just pour the wine.
Oh.
Like Vaynerchuk used to pour.
Yeah.
In the wine library.
There you go. Hey, Richard's asking, what year is the Cab Franc? I want to pick some of that up. Sounds great.
2021 vintage, Richard. Here you go. Just here, lunescence, Osoyos fruits. I have it open, Richard. Maybe. Tomorrow I won't have time because I'm going to Vancouver. But hey, if you're driving tonight, you want to swing by. Hey, you're more than welcome to stop by. Jeez, that is good. Wow. Okay, Petit Verdot. What to expect from a 2022 Petit Verdot? Let's see here. Wild ferment, 18% old cluster, unfiltered, 15 months in neutral oak, fruit from Osoyoos. Handpick at the end of October 2022.
La-di-da, I've already had a sip, and I can't believe it's Petit Verdot. It's very smooth, in my opinion. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, Mike's right. Petit Verdot has this reputation. It can be
it's fine.
overwhelming sometimes on its own.
I mean, graphite, tannic.
I don't find that overwhelming.
But when you know what to expect, I mean, it's Petit Verdot. Fuck.
Yeah, but you know where it gets me a little bit is probably the alcohol. What's the alcohol?
14, well balanced.
14.
Well balanced. That's a Petit
It's
Verdot.
not that I taste it.
You have the
Just
Capron
like,
here.
Suddenly it hit me that I've tasted a bit of wine, probably half a glass.
That's the Capron.
Okay.
That's the
Man,
Petit
that is
Verdot.
so smooth.
Yeah. There's not that much tannin. Now you're tasting the Capron.
Mm. This is the Petit Verdot.
There's the PV.
Oh yeah, that's very PV. In the sense that it's strong, but it's like almost floral.
It is. There's that classic floral component, like roses, violet, but there's a ton of graphite. That's that pencil lead in that is undeniable. The tannin are there. I mean, if you get this bottle, you get the puckeriness. This is PV. I mean, give me a piece of prime rib with that, and I'm fucking dancing. Isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it?
But not overwhelming.
No, not overwhelming. Not overwhelming. And like Petit Verdot, this is not extremely long in the mouth. It doesn't evolve and evolve and evolve in different things.
It does give you that tannin feel.
Yeah. It holds there, right? But it doesn't evolve with different, like, there's a little bit of Christmas spice, like a little cinnamon, little cracked black pepper at the end. But this is graphite. To me, graphite, floral, dark chocolate.
Yeah. 15 months in neutral oak, unfined, unfiltered, hand sorted, and destemmed. It doesn't say foot trodden on this one. I don't know if that makes much difference, but it is kind of a fun fact. Wild ferment with 18% whole cluster. So definitely they took a lot of care in how they.
Oh, and the old cluster bring the stems.
Well, it says
stems in the whole
destemmed.
But they have
hand sorted and destemmed. So
I know, but there's 18% whole cluster. So the whole cluster is
at least while it was fermenting. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So yeah, I mean, I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Out of what? Plus what I tasted at the winery, I probably tasted 15 to 17 wines. We're going to feature 9.
Mike's saying it can change the color of your teeth. It probably did. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not that deep, dark Petit Verdot. This one hasn't spent 3-4 years in barrels. So, I mean, this has a...
oh, thank you.
This has a I mean, it's dark, but not like, whoa, inky dark. No, that's Canadian PV. It's not Napa Valley.
Learned a good trick, right, from Peter Gamble, the mythical Peter Gamble, amazing Canadian wine legend, who started VQA in Ontario, who started like tons of wineries all over the country as a winemaker. Anyway, he said what? He said, this is the trick they learned from an Australian winemaker. You put 3 fingers under your wine. You guys remember this? Some of you were there. 3 fingers. And if you can see your fingers, it's a white. So this PV, at least with just a little bit in the glass, it's almost white. No, you can kind of make out your fingers, but some BVs you wouldn't be able to, right?
Well, it's not Napa Valley Petit Verdot.
Yeah.
It's not McLarenville Pinot Noir Petit Verdot. It's Okanagan PV, but this is satisfying.
Yeah.
And there's a nice asset too.
Well, that's the thing I like about Okanagan wines is you get the power, but they are not heavy.
You need to write that down because it's part of the tasting note. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You get some power.
Yeah.
But it's not heavy. This wine's dancing.
That's what I said. I love
this wine is dancing. You're good. You're really,
Coming
really good.
from the amateur.
How many glasses?
Definitely if with food, multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely with food, 4 glasses.
On the red side,
Sit
which
there
which
and
one is your
slowly
which
eat your
one is your
steak
standout? Which one
for a
is
long time, many glasses. At least what's that?
Which one is
Standout?
your standout on the red?
Well, that Cab Franc. Yeah,
That's two, eh?
that I accidentally thought was the Petit Verdot. That I was like, oh my god, if that's the Petit Verdot, it's very smooth.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, just coming back from Niagara, a great thing that we've learned, and I think now I'm seeing it more and more. Cabernet Franc might be the red grape of Canada.
There is so much variety in it, and we do it so well in so many different places.
So many different places. I mean, and like Richard De Silva also produced an incredible Cab Franc. Rob at Black Market makes an incredible Cab Franc. There's some great Cab Franc across the valley in Kimip, Maverick, Riverstone. I mean, there's so many. I remember the Tinhorn Creek for years and years. Tinhorn was producing some incredible Cab Franc. And I can go on and on and on. And I mean, since the frost, and I'm hearing a lot that Syrah is getting ripped out, and lots of people are planting Cab Franc instead. Similkameen Valley, Courcelette Cab Franc. I mean, like we had Courcelette Cab Franc in our how's that called? The Christmas pack, the Advent calendar. Thank you. Holy smokes. But anyway, this is our 9 bottles. This is our 9-bottle pack from Lunescence. They are all, I think, like 90 plus. It's my lowest rated. 90 or 90 plus. We do the Albarino and the Pinot Noir. But when we get into the serious stuff, holy shit, that I'm impressed. I am so impressed and so excited.
And let's not forget, okay, 89 points is where it's a really great wine. 90 is where you say, that's a wine I'd probably recommend to someone.
Exactly.
Right?
89. So let's get back. 89, it's a wine that meets its price point.
Yeah. So you're like, that's good.
You know, I'm not offended by that. It meets my expectation. Am I going to buy it again? Not sure, but it meets his price point, and I don't feel ripped off. That's my 89 point. 90, that's why I'm starting to talk to other people and say, hey, that wine is really good. Not only meet this price point at 90 point, but over deliver the price point, and from there we go up and up and up. So
that's why this Cab Franc at 93.
Oh, this Cab Franc.
That's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. There's something very.
This Cab Franc, it just blows my socks off.
Yeah.
Blows my socks off.
I agree. Is this the one that's the Cab Franc? I'll tell you in a second because.
No, that's the Cab Franc.
Because it did have a very special.
Oh, that Black Forest cake.
Yes.
That's that Black Forest cake that comes back, that a little bit maraschino cherry.
That's definitely the Cab Franc because it's so smooth. It's very smooth and very like, it kind of wakes you up and you go like, wow, that's really nice. There you go, guys.
And that PV. I mean, if you like tannic, if you like to put something bold, it's bold and balanced, powerful, but not heavy. That PV is is good. So now the phone is dying very soon. So, but hey, we're an hour.
It's as if we've never done this before.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. So that's the lineup. That's the lineup. All between 90 plus and 93 points, 293 points. The Estate Riesling and the Cabernet Franc 2021. No, it's because I hit on the 5%. So before we go, we need to talk about the tickets for our next trip to Ontario because we're not done with Ontario.
So August 22nd, let's cut to the chase. Leading Post. I mean, Ilya Senchuk has surprised us in so many ways over the last few years. His wines, we've tasted them alongside international icons. We've tasted back vintages. We knew, wow, Ilya Senchuk is a phenomenal winemaker. Ilya wine. But you know what? You guys also knew it right off the bat. We featured them for the first time last year in 2024, officially. You guys voted them our #1 winery discovery of 2024. So they're our Ontario Winery of the Year this year, and we're going to celebrate with them. They're going to pull out some back vintages. They're going to pull out some barrel and tank samples and amphora samples. And we're going to explore, like, what happens to a wine when it's in these different vessels and over time as well.
I just remember 2 weeks ago, we spent a full afternoon at Leading Post, and which was supposed to be a vineyard tour, not too crazy into wine tasting. At some point, while all the crowd is singing, Nadia is having the whole group of 35 people singing, I love Chardonnay. And our group is going wild. Rob Amersley comes to me, he's like, we're at 12 wine tasted already.
That's how you know. That's how you know. Okay, so Jim has a good point. What does Cab Franc with PV taste like? Because it's a rare blend. I've never seen that. So please.
It's not
humor me.
It's not
quickly.
It's
before
not
your
rare.
phone dies.
It's
quickly.
not rare at all.
It's not rare. What do you mean?
No, you see that in all Bordeaux blend.
But it's usually like a splash of Petit Verdot.
So go ahead.
Half and half here.
Half and half, 50-50. Okay, and I'm delicious because the two wines. Okay, sorry, we just cut up there. But
that's super interesting, actually.
I'm sure those two wines are.
You know what that is, though? That's disjointed, but very interesting. I've never tasted something quite like that. And not unenjoyable, like really interesting. Good idea, Jim. We'd have to, you know what it is? We'd have to play with the quantities and maybe
there is what just happened here.
What?
It's softened up the Petit Verdot.
Yeah, definitely soften it up.
Okay, and brought fruitiness and brought some backbone to the Cab Franc. And still, that tells you how the graphite and like charcoal-like minerality of the Petit Verdot stands out. It shows up across the palate on the blend here.
And I have to say, like, where the disjointed part comes in is on the finish. The finish feels like it's going in completely different directions.
There's like this, like, my expert here.
Like grounding tannic thing from the PV, and then there's this like lifted thing from the Cab Franc, and it's a little like it's almost like it takes your breath away. Anyway. Yes. So,
did we lost everybody?
Anyway, we were saying it's quite.
Did we lost because we lost Carl? We lost Carl.
Jim, Dale says he can't come up August 22nd because you're in Ontario mid-September. Shoot. Well, we'll have to catch you at a different time. I'm sure there will be more chances. So the Cab Franc and PV, Jim, good idea. We're gonna have to experiment with that blend.
Well, last time we did the blending session, Jim's wife won.
Yeah,
the contest.
Tracy's kind of the master at this, so you should have really just asked her. People are asking, are we touring on August 23rd? Because the event is a Friday night at Leading Post, so August 22nd. Are we touring on August 23rd, the Saturday?
I mean, if we're there.
You and I are touring, so we can maybe pull together something kind of informal, but those are the best kinds where we surprise maybe. And what we've learned, you guys, is that three wineries maximum with the way we do things, maybe two.
You know what? That might be fun to go see 180.
180 wines would be super fun. They have a great bistro and restaurants, so that can be like lunch as well as the first stop or the second stop.
Yeah.
And then we're open to your ideas. So there's
Black Bank Hill, maybe?
is right near 180.
I think so.
So this would be a Niagara on the Lake tour.
No, Niagara on their bench.
Oh, their bench? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
how much I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's in that vicinity could be fun. Or we're open to your ideas. But
hey, yeah, okay. I like the idea. How about you guys throw some ideas in the comments?
yeah,
Throw some ideas in the
wineries that you
comments.
always wanted to try, that you want the backstage pass to, that you want to meet the winemaker, that you want to see, you want to taste the barrels, you want to see some special wines that are not usually on the menu, that sort of thing. Let's stay west of St. Catharines. Yeah. So one thing I need to check, and I think I did a little while ago and it was booked, but that fabulous house we had a couple of years ago at the Bellaterra
Rockaway
golf course.
Yeah.
It was a fabulous house because there were en suites for everyone. It had like 6 bedrooms with en suites, and it was in the middle of a vineyard and golf course, like no neighbors.
Yeah.
The people who own it love wine. They were great. So, anyway, Kelly Mason, Jim's saying.
So
yes,
that's something, yeah.
But she has her own brand, right? So that could be interesting to meet her at her vineyard and do a bit of a tasting if she's open to that. I don't think we've met Kelly yet.
No, we haven't met her.
We tasted a lot of her wines.
Yeah,
So that might be something super interesting.
We need to meet with Thomas Batchelor for Burgundy information while we're there as well. So maybe we can do a back cave.
A back cave visit, maybe with some Burgundy wines.
Or you go, Mira Boucher. You are freaking genius.
Well then, we've lost you. Okay,
there you go.
Yeah, lots of good ideas.
I love that. So okay, a Burgundy preview.
Yeah, a Burgundy preview.
A Burgundy preview with Thomas and Burgundy wine at the back cave.
There you go.
How's that? And maybe we can invite other winemakers, like Ilya Senchuk.
Oh my God, you're blowing my mind right now. That's amazing.
How's that? Okay, now my mind is going absolutely crazy.
So we'll have to see how many spots there are. Obviously.
Okay, Don. No, we're not doing touring. We're doing a Burgundy preview. Pinot Chard, New World, Old Canadian versus Burgundy.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing, you guys.
We're doing it. It's done. We're doing it. We're doing it.
We'll have to see how many people can come to that. Obviously, if you're coming to Burgundy with us next year, you get first picks. But yeah, all right.
Oh my God,
that sounds like fun.
And if you get the collector circle, it's all included.
There you go.
So
that's fun. That's fun too. All right. Well, it's great to see you guys.
I have goosebumps.
I know. It's such great ideas we have brainstorming with you guys. Thank you so much. Fabulous to see everybody. Sorry about all the technical glitches.
People are still tuning in, man. People don't want us to go. By the way, 6 couples of book. We have 6, well, more than 6 more, but we have phone interview with a bunch of people coming up. There are some rooms for the Burgundy trip.
If you've always wanted to go to Burgundy, this is your calling. This is it, because we're going to have an epic time there, and we're going to get some behind the scenes stuff that you wouldn't be able to get if you're just going on your own.
Domaine Faiveley.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Chateau de Beaune. Tour in Meursault, touring in New Saint Georges.
Visiting a barrel
maker, cheesery.
And definitely lots of cheese. Definitely stinky cheese.
And
stinky.
Dijon mustard. Where is Dijon? Where's Dijon? In Burgundy.
Oh my God.
So,
there you go.
I mean, maybe like a mustard type of tasting, cheese mustard. Like, I don't know. My brain is going wild and crazy right now. I'm so excited by that project. So yeah. And these collector packs, I have a bunch of ideas. So anyway.
Coming up.
Coming up.
Well, cheers, you guys. Thanks.
This is coming up. Lunescence Week, Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc, Pinot Blanc, Riesling, Pinot Noir. I mean, there's Chardonnay, Albarino. So stay tuned. That's coming up your way. All highly rated Burgundy trip and another Ontario extravaganza coming
Yes,
your way
coming your
very
way.
soon.
All right. We will chat
Okay.
soon. See you guys. Have a great
Canadian
night.
wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members. See you next time.